Welcome back. My name is Rob Cornick and I'll be your instructor for this lesson. In this lesson we'll look at VideoRay Defender Xbox Elite hand controller mapping. The Microsoft Xbox Elite hand controller is more ergonomic and has several features that are not available with the VideoRay IP65 hand controller. The D-pad is dedicated to activating the jog controls. When dynamic positioning is on, this makes it easy to move the vehicle in precise increments while still maintaining your hands on the controller to activate the camera, manipulator or other controls including sonar range and vehicle pitch and roll. Additionally, the Xbox Elite features several modes. These modes allow for more functions to be mapped than physical buttons available. Let's start with looking at the basic controls. The basic controls include the left and right joysticks to manually control the primary motions of the vehicle. The left joystick controls surge, forward and reverse, and sway, lateral left and right. These motions are generally intuitive. Push forward to go forward, lean the joystick left to slide left. The right joystick controls yaw, turning left and right, and vertical, dive and surface. Pushing forward dives the vehicle and pulling back surfaces it, similar to the way a pilot controls an aeroplane using the yoke. Leaning the joysticks left yaws the vehicle to the left. We've already mentioned the D-pad for activating the jog controls. The D-pad is only active when dynamic positioning or auto heading, auto depth or auto altitude are engaged. The step shift button is used in conjunction with the D-pad to allow all 8 jog movements: forward, reverse, lateral left, lateral right, your left, your right, dive and surface, to be mapped to the 4 available positions of the D-pad. The movements are as follows. Pressing the top of the D-pad jogs the vehicle forward. Pressing the bottom of the D-pad jogs the vehicle backward. Pressing the left side of the D-pad jogs the vehicle laterally left. Pressing the right side of the D-pad jogs the vehicle laterally right. Pressing the top of the D-pad while holding the step shift button jogs the vehicle down. Pressing the bottom of the D-pad while holding the step shift button jogs the vehicle up. Pressing the left side of the D-pad while holding the step shift button yaws the vehicle to the left. Pressing the right side of the D-pad while holding the step shift button yaws the vehicle to the right. The remaining buttons are mode dependent. The modes are pitch and roll control mode, sonar control mode, camera and lights control mode, manipulator control mode. The cycle modes button switches between these modes. We will look at each of these modes in more detail. Note, there are some buttons that are currently unused. These are the Xbox logo button, the 1 to select switch, and the trigger buttons, which are below the shoulder buttons. Note, the Xbox Elite also includes some paddles that can be attached or detached on the underside of the controller. These paddles replicate the A, B, and XY buttons. Let's look at the different controller modes, starting with the pitch and roll control mode. The currently active mode is displayed at the top of the depth instrument, and the cycle mode button switches the mode. In pitch and roll control mode, the A, B, X, Y button group and right shoulder buttons are used to control the vehicle's pitch and roll as follows. The A button pitches the vehicle down 5 degrees, the Y button pitches the vehicle up 5 degrees, the X button rolls the vehicle counterclockwise 5 degrees, and the B button rolls the vehicle clockwise 5 degrees. The right shoulder button resets the pitch and roll to 0 degrees. The left shoulder button is not used in pitch and roll control mode. Note, basic joystick motion controls and D-pad functions are the same in all modes. When in sonar control mode, the sonar's range and gain can be controlled as follows using the A, B, X, Y button group. The A button decreases the sonar range, the Y button increases the sonar range, the X button decreases the sonar gain, and the B button increases the sonar gain. The left and right shoulder buttons are not used in sonar control mode. Note, the basic joystick motion controls and D-pad functions are the same in all modes. When in camera and LED lights control mode, the camera's tilt and focus can be controlled as follows using the ABXY button group. The Y button tilts the camera up. The A button tilts the camera down. The X button focuses the camera to near, and the B button focuses the camera to far. The left shoulder button dims the LED lights incrementally with each press, and the right shoulder button increases the LED light's intensity incrementally with each press. The basic joystick controls and D-pad functions are the same in all modes. When in manipulator control mode, the manipulator open and close functions can be controlled as follows using the AB XY button group. The A button closes the manipulator jaws, the Y button opens the manipulator jaws, the X button rotates the manipulator jaws counterclockwise, and the B button rotates the manipulator jaws clockwise. When using the cutter jaws, the open and close actions are reversed as follows. The A button opens the manipulator cutter, and the Y button closes the manipulator cutter. Rotating is the same for the cutter and all jaws. The left and right shoulder buttons are not used in manipulator control mode. Note, basic joystick motion controls and D-pad functions are the same in all modes.
Thank you for watching. For a more interactive training session and a printable version of these lessons, please click the link in the description below to be directed to our video training library at download.videoray.com/training/VTL.